Lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. And this one too low.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Fielded at the 20. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at the 34. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He's got him in, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. To throw again on 2nd down. Powell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Caught the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Graves. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 11. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd down, Howell now. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. On 1st down, Howell. This will be caught at Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse, and this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Taking it about the 36. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it is 28-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Howell completing the quick throw out wide. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Commanders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it is 42-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They'll need a big play here with Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time in the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket?
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. I think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Graves. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they got this game well in hand.
action now. Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Throwing again on second down. Howell. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Howell throwing on first down here. And incomplete on the deep ball. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They give him a gain of 38.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Gibson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throwing here, Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are pouring it on. Slide for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the...
And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, this just seemed to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. But right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers, a turnover on the lap.
And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
First down, Howell to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Here's Howell.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 4 yards out. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get... And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show